have to pay, but wait. Jugging on the main stage, with the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh, men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie, stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb, came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes, faster than the speeding bullet. No, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say what you gon' do?
I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me, got a brand new visor, yeah. You're friend smart, but my bud's wiser, yeah. Get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, cause tonight I'ma die like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool, I don't know what we have. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth. I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Get it triumphant, look, let's bump it. Don't mind me seizing the moment, energy up my body burning. And my stomach keep on turning, stop moving, I can't control it. On my last breath and I can't hold it, you gotta give it all I got. This for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real, lightweight bust off half a. Yeah, I'm sweating, baby. Must be all them happy meals. I don't know how happy feels, but damn, I'm tryna find out. Say I got sex appeal. I think it's cause I work that gun. I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again,
Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't do. I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you tryna do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best stay here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like a passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz, what this pink stuff is. Gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the back.
Well, we've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue. But nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Washington football team. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Steps away, and he'll complete this to Gibson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, second down. But not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Right back to him on first down. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Eddie Jackson brought it.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 43. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Gibson. And he's got room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Oh, look at the juke. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
It's a pickup of
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Second down at 4. His first carry, and he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
The tackle made.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
On 3rd down, it's Gibson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive.
The kick is good.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Here we go.
They'll go back to Edwards on first down. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
He was
A
tackled.
quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now this time he'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. It's Edwards. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try the left side. Gibson. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Eddie Jackson with a tackle. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Washington 7, Bears nothing.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
2nd and 8. They run with Hines. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but it'll be 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll try the left side. It's Gibson. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
And 10.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. We'll get this to Antonio Gibson, complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced a third down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced a dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. He's going to let this one go deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On second down now, it's Gibson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
43-yard line.
Now back to throw. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Edwards. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Chicago.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run with Edwards. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. 16 yards, a 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Look to throw here. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Your chain, name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting at the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant and said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is...
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Back to throw here. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. To throw now on first down. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. And from there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes this Washington 14. Bears 3.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll get this to Edwards out of the backfield. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
And 6 at the 29-yard line.
shotgun handoff to Cohen.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
26-yard line.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try the left side. Gibson. And some room to maneuver. And now nothing but green ahead of him.
Oh, you got to feel it.
Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
The 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Landry that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone, but sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever, and I think that they saw that.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears get a bit closer. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Return. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Hines. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. They'll set up a throw.
We'll find Gibson here complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A gain of 39 that time.
So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big-time play for him on a short little pass.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Robert Quinn.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here, 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson
taking it in.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
And he's able to put it through.
Makes this Washington 28, Bears 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Well, partner, there's a pretty easy explanation for his success in this one. He's very comfortable throwing the football. Did you just see that one? In the pocket, no real pressure, yet to be sacked today. When he's that comfortable, that leads to those types of completions.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Throw left side complete. That's Hines. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
It's a loss of
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Back now at FedEx Field. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Hopkins with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the slant. Hurt. 55. Right there in the middle. 50. 19 tight.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme.
Pressure comes and down he goes. Jonathan Allen picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
4 yards. It's
2nd and 14. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Down. 3rd and long.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Montez Sweat, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And this will be caught by Mooney. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Washington on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll roll him out right. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll buy some time right. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Sack him back at the 42. Chase Young make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
The 3rd down pass. Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10. At the 46-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 18. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Intercepted by the Bears. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Washington, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for Chicago, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Get out my way, Lil. Get out my way, Lil. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls, head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without. Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me, cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with a rockin' black. Look around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, little bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
Flag on the play.
Yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I ran it. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just got a set, like I run up in the backfield. I just got a set, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I